Everyone's always trying to find the latest trends to sell. But here's the problem. Most people don't even know where to start or what they're looking for. And when you finally think you found something, within a few weeks, that trend is gone. And then you're stuck right back at square one, sitting thinking, well, shit, what do I sell now? So stick with me here for just a few minutes, because I'm gonna show you how to exactly find trends before anyone else. And more importantly, how to tell if that trend is actually climbing or dying off. So let's get into this. So for this, I'm going to be using Everbee, their new tool that gives you the different trends and the different reports about certain products, which honestly is a game changer. And this is how you're going to be able to dominate and find trends very quickly. Now, you can choose between, last month, 3 months, 6 months, all the way up to all time or 24 months. However, when you are looking for trends, you want to stick to a 3 and 1 month period, unless you're doing something in a holiday space like Halloween, Christmas, so on and so forth. And then in that case, you would want to go back 12 months or 24 months. However, in this video, I'm going to show you some products that are actually taking off right now and how to spot which designs are actually selling and which designs aren't selling. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull up this one right here, stained glass, okay? And this is a huge item that's going to blow up in Q4. Now, if you look at this right here, you have this little custom pet portrait one, another one right here, which is a cat. And then if you scroll down, you have a butterfly, right? If you're looking at the trend report of just the last month here, you could see it's completely straight across. This is what you want. When you're looking for a trend, you don't want things that are going up and down constantly, because looking for something that's going to make you money over time, you want consistent revenue coming in. You don't want to sit there and go, okay, well, I made money today. Am I gonna make money tomorrow? How about the next day? You want something that's consistently going across or going in an upward trend. As you see, this one's upward, this one's across, as well as this one. Now, if you look down over here, you can see that this one is dipping down. This one is a custom family birth flower, and it is going on a downward trend. Now, if I were to push this back to say 3 months, we can get a little bit of a better idea. Was it high before and then it went down? Going back to the pet, as you see, nice constant flow. Here we go, hummingbirds. Look how high the hummingbird was right here, all the way up there going down. Another hummingbird, high, down. And here's that birth flower that we just looked at 2 seconds ago, already on that downward trend. This is something that you would want to avoid. This is how you find trends that you can continuously make money on without feeling like you're chasing it forever. So scrolling down a little further, you can see another birth flower right here had a beautiful peak and it died out. And going over down a little bit more, another one, birth flower, high and down. So clearly this is something you would want to avoid when looking at trends. However, the pet ones, nice, consistent flow across, that is something that you'd want to look into. Now moving on to the next product here, we have mama shirts. And the reason I want to talk about mama shirts is because for some reason, everybody, as soon as they get onto the print on demand space, they instantly think shirts. I need to sell shirts. And the most popular shirt is a mama, nana, grandma, Gigi, all those type of things. However, they have huge up and downs. So for example, this one right here, as you notice, it is on an upward trend and now it just dropped down. And that last month, it is tanking right this moment. Not something you'd want to get into. But if you go over here to this one that says Mama Bear, and it's poo, which is available in the public domain, it has an upward trend in this past month. This is something that's selling. And even if I scroll down a little bit more, going down in here, you can see all the ups and downs right here, up, down, mom, dad shirt. See, the issue is so many people focus on these total sales. They see, oh, wow, 7,300 sales from this one item, or even just this one, 400 sales in 6 months. However, the growth here, it's just up and down. You never know if you're going to continuously get a sale. Are you going to get it tomorrow? You don't know. Go to 3 months here and you can see you get more detail and understanding of what's going on, right? Those mama shirts are dropping fast. Look how high they were. Going all the way down even to the fur mama. Look at this. Look how low this is. It peaked. Now, of course, 3 months ago was Mother's Day. That's when it really took off. And right now, it's not a huge trend. However, that probably will change as you get closer to Christmas. But if you were to launch something like this right now, you're not going to get the sales that you're looking for because you're competing against people that have been in this space for quite some time. And when a customer comes to try to find you, they have the choice. Do we buy from them or do we buy from you, a new person? So finding the gap here is what you want to do. And as you saw just before, this one right here with the mama bear is taking off and no one else is selling this type of item. Well, at least not yet. When this video comes out, there probably will be quite a few. So jumping into the next one here, just to show you another one, we have Halloween shirts. Now this is to get in that space before Halloween. October is creeping up fast. Now in this case, you have to be a little bit weary. You see this one right here. However, this is a Minnie and Mickey Mouse. This one will probably be shut down way before we even get to Halloween. However, scrolling down, you see this one going up and down. You have another one that's trending, a little custom one here. Disney again will be shut down. Scrolling down, we find right here, this vintage witch one. Now in the past month, it's went up 125%. And if I go down and I dial this into 3 months, which I did just before this video, there's actually a couple of them that have witches that are taking off. So this is one that you would definitely want to look into. Clicking here in the last month, it sold 183. Going into the last 3 months, it sold 406. As you can see, this nice, beautiful line right here. So if you're looking to launch some sort of Halloween type of product or shirt related, you would want to go after witches because they're popular right now. Create a couple different designs, find the gap, and ride this one out. However, ghosts are iffy, right? So for example, you have this one right here, Boo-Haw, right? Up, down, okay? You have another one right here, just a little minimalist, up, down. Now this one with the bookshelf is going up, and this would pertain to readers. See how finding the gap with just that, because you can't just go after a ghost, just like you can't go after just a mama shirt. There's one little aspect in there that makes that trend popular. It also is that one little aspect that makes that trend consistent or going in an upward direction. Because what happens is when too many people start launching similar designs, that trend starts going down a little bit because they have multiple shops to purchase from. And in addition to that, the more they see it, they don't get that FOMO effect and they look at it as it's oversaturated and that trend eventually dies. So the next thing I want to look at here for everybody is baby blankets. And the reason I want to show you baby blankets is because these are huge sellers in Q4. They're really sellers all year round. But as you can see, this one right here, the margins are crap on it, but it has a nice consistent flow across, right? Same thing if you did any sort of embroidery at all, you have beautiful steady sales or always inclines. You'll never go wrong. However, a lot of people like to put different designs and styles and maybe, you know, a T-Rex or something like that on it. In that case, you can look at the trend report right here and see that wildflowers right here went up, down, up, down. Look at it tanking right now. And if I push this to 3 months, you could see right here, it was down and it went up, then down, up, right? This is this case. So people would see, oh, 4 months, wow, it sold 1,200 items. I need to get into that space. Instantly, that's what goes through people's head because you see the amount of sales that they have in that short little time. But what you're not seeing is the up and down movement here, the inconsistency. And this inconsistency is not what's going to make you money. It's going to make you chase that money. So finding something that's like this, or this is super important. And that's what you want to study no matter what product you launch. Now, you can even go into an actual store itself. Say if you have a competitor and you want to say, hey, what are they selling? This is a great way to go through their trends and see, okay, well, this one's dying, this one's working, this one's up and down, you know, so on and so forth, and get a nice understanding of how they actually make money throughout the year. Because if you have a successful business, what you're going to do is want to mix and match. You want things that are selling throughout all year long, right? So you have certain items that are selling in the spring, certain items that are selling in summer, as well as fall and winter. However, they're all different type of products. So mixing and matching is very important, and being able to dial into your competitor and knowing what type of products that they're selling to keep that level ground gives you the upper hand. Now, with that said, you want to make sure that you are not copying them. Because listen, when you copy somebody and you're copying a competitor that has sales, when somebody stumbles on that product and they see their product and your product and they look similar, they're always going to choose that competitor. They have social proof. So only use this tool as inspiration. Only use this tool to find those gaps. See what's selling, see what's missing, add value, and do not copy. And that is the easiest way to find trends online. But here's the thing, When you're chasing trends, you have to constantly keep an eye on them. This isn't a one and done situation. That's exactly why I usually stick with evergreen, because trends, they come and go faster than you can blink your eye. Which means if you're focused on only chasing them, then you're always going to be running after that money. And as I always say, when you chase money, it runs faster than you can. So keep this in mind when you're hunting for the next big thing. You want to find something that's hot, but also has the ability to last, not something that's already dying out. Look for either something that's steady, going across, or going upwards. And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. You know I love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.